Watching so many videos of people dying while cave diving. It's crazy.
What?
Gotta stop watching those.
Fuck
Welcome
yeah.
to the podcast.
Fuck yeah.
5, 4. Fuck, marry, kill me. With Kayla and Dean. Hypothetical questions. Like, subscribe, listen forever. Yeah!
My name is Dean Peters. I'm here with my co-host, Kayla Rosenberg.
Hi, that's me.
And our guest, Cooper Lyden.
Woo.
Thank you so much for having me.
I love Cooper. He's so funny.
Thank you so
I've
much.
known him so long, and I'm so glad he's here. Kayla is fine. And
Whoa.
Damn.
Wait till I leave.
I won't. You need to hear this.
That's-
Somebody has to say it.
You know.
And they don't want me to say this.
Damn, this co-host banter's going crazy. You're already saying the things people don't want you to say.
Yeah,
I
listen,
know,
they
it's
don't want me to
really,
say this.
You're like a minute into this
Yeah,
shit.
that's
You're already
all
off the
that-
rails.
You know, I thought we were fine before we sat down. Oh, boy. Yeah.
So this is Fuck, Marry, Kill Me. That is the name.
We love it.
I wanted to call it the Joe Rogan Experience, but apparently that's not allowed.
Got taken.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not. I mean, and also Late Night with Conan O'Brien.
Yeah.
God, you guys went through that too?
Yeah.
That was the problem. I was trying to call my podcast The Tonight Show for a while.
Yeah.
And I was calling it Jimmy Kimmel.
Yeah.
Just Jimmy
Just
Kimmel.
Jimmy Kimmel. Just straight up Jimmy Kimmel.
That
It
might be
didn't work.
fine.
I think it actually would be great.
Maybe
I'd
you could get
love
away
a
with
cease
it.
and desist battle, personally.
I've never gotten one. I've always wanted one.
My mother got one from Warner Brothers for making Harry Potter mezuzahs.
Awesome. Yo, the cease and desists about Harry Potter are insane.
Oh, they get on people quick?
They get on people quick. I'm surprised I don't have one.
Yeah.
A Harry Potter mezuzah?
Oh, I'm very surprised I don't have a Harry Potter mezuzah.
No, I'll get you one.
Please do.
I'm sure your future wife will love that.
Yes, I will put it up in wherever those go.
Door.
Which I think the
Doorway,
The
yeah.
doorway, yeah.
Now J.K. Rowling's just putting out transphobic cease and desists. It's like, J.K., goddamn. Can't be sending these letters.
Damn it, J.K. Rowling. Suck now.
It's crazy how much she sucks.
It's
Yeah.
crazy how much
It's
she sucks.
hilarious
Well,
how
what a
much she
turn.
sucks. I never read any of those books or watched any of those movies, and everyone was like, "Oh, you gotta," but not anymore.
If you read the books and watch the movies, it's even more confusing how much she hates transgendered people. Because it's about a young person who realizes they're not what they thought they were at a young age.
Yeah.
And then they have to deal with the trials and tribulations of exploring a whole new world
Yeah,
and not having experience. And also, it's about a boy. J.K. Rowling is a female.
Oh,
Yeah.
ooh, what?
I don't know if you're aware, but she tells this entire story of a young boy finding himself that resonated with, I don't know,
millions of
millions
children.
and
Everyone?
millions of
Yeah,
people.
Yeah,
So, I don't know. I think it's a little self-hatred.
Really?
I think so.
That's interesting.
I really do believe that.
I think that's where a lot of that shit comes from.
Yeah.
I mean, to be like a turf,
Yeah.
to be like exclusive with your activism is like there's a lot of ego there.
Yeah.
Because if you're going to do that, it's like, this is for everybody. It's like, you can't be mad that trans people can't do magic, JK. I like to believe that's her gripe.
Yeah.
You know? Anyway, she sucks.
She sucks.
I didn't mean to start the podcast off on JK Rowling slander.
Nope.
They don't want me to say this.
They don't want him to say this, and he said it anyway.
Transphobics don't want me to say this. I say a lot of shit they don't want me to say.
Yeah. Like, I support these
Hardball.
people.
Yeah. Like, I just try and be nice to people.
Yeah.
And they're like, you piece of shit.
Motherfucker.
You absolute bitch.
I
you
can't
think you
believe
are
you've done this.
Santa? Get out.
Oh, man, that would break my heart if he came out as transphobic.
Yeah. It's like, damn, that's who he's giving coal to? That's fucked up, man.
I'm only delivering gifts to boys and girls.
Yeah. It's like, man, you have a list of that? That's crazy.
That is a terrifying thought, huh?
It's a weird, obsessive. And
About-
children? This has gone too far.
Yeah, Santa's bad. J.K. Rowling's bad. Let's get into the podcast.
Yeah, let's
Yay,
do it.
mezuzahs. Let's
Yay,
go.
mezuzahs. Cooper, how this works is we're going to do some fuck, marry, kills.
Okay.
Would you like to go first?
Fuck, marry, kill. Sting, the wrestler. Sting, the musician. The stingray that killed Steve Irwin.
Okay. I don't know Sting the wrestler, to be completely
Holy
honest.
shit.
So I'm going to kill him. And I know everybody's going to say kill the stingray that killed Steve. But honestly, I think I would fuck that stingray. Because it's like a bad, like there's something like hot about how bad of a being it is.
Nice.
And then I would just marry Sting because
He fucks.
he's cool.
He's cool and he
Yeah.
fucks for long periods of time.
What
Yeah.
do you mean? How
He's
do you
very
know
into
this?
tantric sex.
Oh, that's
What?
true.
This is a well-known thing
He's a
about Sting
weird-
the
yeah.
artist.
Yeah, he's a weird-ass guy.
He fucks for like 14 hours at a time,
It's too much.
straight.
That means
Roxanne. Yeah.
that's how you know
have
he's
to come
coming.
when you need to. Isn't that tantric? You hold off,
Yeah.
or you also like make weird sounds. I think.
You like make
do?
weird sounds.
Yeah, you're like ah.
I think it's like a lot of soaking, a lot of Mormon style soaking.
Yeah. So I think that could be fun in a marriage.
I'm actually going to marry the stingray.
Oh wow.
Oh,
I'm going to
wow.
marry
It's
the
crazy.
stingray.
It hasn't been killed yet. To be completely
Yeah,
honest.
I mean, look, they don't want me to say this.
Jesus.
oh fuck.
They don't want me to say
God
this.
damn.
But Steve Irwin fucked with animals for a long time before he got got.
Yeah,
He had
I mean,
a good
totally.
run. He had a good
Yeah.
run, and he did a lot of great stuff for conservation. And he was a good dad, and he seemed like a very good dude. But you fuck with animals long enough, you're gonna get got,
You're gonna get got.
and he got got.
That's the only person I've ever heard dying from a stingray too.
Yeah,
I mean, I know he's extremely famous.
Well, that's
but,
probably why.
like, how the fuck does that happen anyway?
I think the stingray.
You
Somebody
fuck
told
with
this.
it.
To, you.
That's
You're like,
literally
look at this stingray, and it stabs you.
Just why be in the water with it?
I don't.
But also, that's
That's his whole bag.
the whole question about.
That's his
Steve
whole
Irwin.
thing.
Yeah,
He's like, I'm gonna finger this crocodile.
such a weird way to love animals.
It is.
Look at this extremely dangerous one. I'm going to grab it. It's like,
Yeah.
I don't know if you love that. So you're going to marry the stingray.
I'm gonna marry the stingray
Okay.
because I think that will assuage my fears of Poseidon. If I have like an in,
Yeah, you would have an ally.
yeah, I'd be like, oh no, my husband or wife, I don't know what gender the stingray is. J.K. Rowling.
How progressive.
My partner, the
Yeah.
stingray.
Right.
I would be married to my partner, the stingray. I would fuck Sting from the Sting the wrestler.
Oh, hell yeah.
Because Sting the wrestler is right in my window of when I was very into watching professional wrestling as a
Oh,
child.
okay, then yeah.
He had like white and black face paint, and he wore like a trench coat, and he had a baseball bat.
Oh.
And if I'm not mistaken, they would like cut all the lights off in the arena, and then they would turn them back on, and he would kind of just be there.
Oh, I kind of know this guy.
Here,
'Cause
wait,
I don't
I'm pulling up a
watch
photo.
Did he have like almost like wet hair?
He
Yeah.
had very
yeah,
wet
yeah.
hair.
Okay, yeah.
He had
this guy.
incredibly wet hair
Yeah.
at all times.
Yeah.
Part of the appeal.
In my head canon, whenever they turn off the lights, he's like, rub a dub dub,
Yeah,
rub a dub
yeah.
dub. And then he's like, oh shit, I'm got to wrestle.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Okay, I've seen that guy before, and I think I do remember that he would appear.
Yeah.
Like that's the coolest
That-
way to walk in.
Yes.
To not.
To not at all. To just
be
like
there?
the lights go out.
Yeah.
And then you're there.
Yeah. And then
That's-
everyone's like, "How did this happen?" It's like a pretty simple stage.
Yeah.
tricks.
It's pretty simple. Big fan of that. And I'm gonna kill Sting the artist.
Why? You don't want his 14 hours?
100% I don't. I don't like to do anything for 14 hours at a time except for sleep. And that is because I'm depressed.
Lovely.
He's sucking your dick, but just screaming. Like, this doesn't make me say. Yeah.
I mean, I guess the only reason he can't, I'm not independently wealthy. Like, I can't fuck for 14 hours because I have to go Postmate.
But maybe he's giving you some cash on the side.
I don't want that. I don't want to be a kept man from Sting.
That'd be a wild sugar daddy to have.
Yeah, that would
Sting.
be. Because then everyone's like, hey, nice car. When did you get a new car? And I'd be like, I fucked the guy who wrote Roxanne and he bought me a car.
It'd be funny if you said the guy who wrote Roxanne, because people are like, Sting? Of the police?
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, yeah. I guess that is.
Yeah,
that
I guess
is,
I
yeah.
call him Fred or whatever his first name is.
Is that his first name? I have
don't
no
know.
fucking idea.
I have no idea.
I feel like that guy's barefoot a lot. I don't know if I'm into that.
Oh, for sure he is.
I feel like he's always got a little bit of sand on him.
100% he does.
He's one of
100%
those
he does.
musicians. Same as Flea is probably usually shirtless. I think
Yeah.
you gotta deal with that.
Did you know Flea did the voice for the feral child on the Wild Thornberries?
What?
That's a true.
Why do you have all these facts?
I was a nerd for a long time in my life.
But it's very specific type. such a sub.
I like being able to, when people bring up other celebrities, I can mention their very obscure work, and people go, "Oh, I don't know why."
I like those facts because they're fun facts, but I have no response.
Yeah,
Well, I mean, Flea did have a good acting career, though.
yeah.
In the Back to the Future movies, he was a bully.
Yeah.
He was a
At least in
bully.
the second one, you know? And then he like almost crashes his car. I just remember that where he's like, "You want to race?" And then he's like, "No." Then Flea just like immediately crashes into a car or like almost hits a Bentley.
Yeah.
Marty McFly learns his lesson.
I've been playing this game the entire time I've lived in LA called How Long Can I Go Without Hearing the Red Hot Chili Peppers? And I don't think I've ever made it more than 72 hours.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
Like, at some point, I'll be walking through a mall and Californication will play, or I'll switch to a radio station.
Well, yeah, you can't go to a mall. That's where they live.
Is that where
Yeah.
the Red Hot Chili Peppers reside?
That's their house.
That's where
fair.
the peppers are.
Yeah.
Yeah. I would have to do some sort of tantric style sex for 72 hours to not hear Red Hot Chili Peppers.
Unless it's part of the fuck playlist.
God damn it. Of course it would be, too.
Yeah, you're here. It's gonna. I'm honestly amazed you can go that long without hearing
72 hours is
Danny
the,
California or some shit.
72 hours is the record. That's as long as I've gone. It's like, I haven't heard the Red Hot Chili Peppers in 3 days. And then by some nugget of the universe will come down and Stadium Arcadium will play.
I only remember like 2 times recently that I heard the Red Hot Chili Peppers. I feel like we're in different places. Because when I hear them, I'm like, oh, that's a nice little song.
Yeah, I don't dislike the Red Hot
just
Chili
too
Peppers.
much.
It's just too I guess what it is like when I lived in Alabama and I would like be wearing my overalls and fighting sheep or whatever. And I'd be like, one day I'm going to move to the big city in Los Angeles.
Yeah.
Just like the Red Hot Chili Peppers. I'm going to do heroin under a bridge. And
Did you?
no, I've never done that.
Okay.
That's your plan. Shit hasn't even gone bad yet.
Yeah, I was a very successful farmer and I wanted to go do heroin under a bridge
Wait,
in Los
what?
Angeles. I worked on a farm as a teenager.
Why? What? Okay.
I worked as a watermelon farmer.
Really?
Yeah.
That is.
Was it just farmhand shit?
Yeah.
That's
I
great.
threw watermelons. Like, they're like 14, 20-pound watermelons. You line up like 6 dudes, and then there's like a wagon at the end. Like
Oh,
a
and you
big
just
ass
make a
wagon.
big line?
Well, you throw them.
God,
you like
that
chuck
rocks.
them. Yeah. It was pretty cool.
I love having an old ass. I worked on a fishing boat for a few months.
What?
And I like just having an old ass job.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Just a
Yes.
job that people are like, why?
Yeah.
And you're like, oh. My brother worked on it, so I just got the job.
That's
you know?
dope.
Where was this?
It was out of Ventura. It wasn't like crazy. It was like people just come out for recreation to go deep sea fishing. So like we would like sail, I don't know, drive the boat overnight, and I would sleep like right at the bow. You know what I mean? So like, and I was like under the water line, and I was like, this is crazy. And then you get up at like 5 a.m. and you cut squid. A big part of the job was I had to take a club. There are these fish called lingcod that look like big lizards. And I had to grab them by the gills and then club it in the head till they died. It's like a real visceral job. You don't really think of fishing as being like a horrible loss of life until you're on a boat and you realize like hundreds of fish are being caught and there's blood everywhere. And you're like, this is fucked up. But then you're like, oh, I eat fish. So it's like, I've been a part of this before. I'm just getting my own. It sounds
awesome.
fucked up, but it's also like customer service and jobs in general are frustrating. So eventually you're just like, I don't give a fuck about these fish.
Yeah.
I'd rather club a fish.
I'd rather club a fish.
Yeah, literally. You get to a point where you're like, this is the only power I have.
Oh my
on this
god.
boat. Listen, it sounds dark.
It is
but
dark. That's why it sounds that way.
What's great is listen, the best part at the end of the day, though, fresh fish tacos
Yeah.
made with fish that were alive like 10 minutes ago.
I would like to give the award for Cooper for the thing that they really don't want him to say 100%,
Yeah,
which
oh,
is
wow.
he used to got paid to club
Yeah,
fish.
yeah, that's a real. I
That's
think all sides don't love it.
We don't like that.
Even fishermen are like, don't tell people
come
about
on,
that
man.
part.
Don't
we
bring
want to
that
make
up.
it seem old timey and fun, not like it's a clotted, blood drenched deck. You know.
Jesus Christ. Oh my god.
Listen, I came on here to have fun, guys. I don't know about you. This is fun. This is my life.
I'm having fun.
Just think about that next time you eat fish.
I won't.
What happened
will.
to
Because
it?
I'm never eating fish again.
All right.
Okay. Are you ready for another fuck,
Yeah.
marry, kill? Jack from Titanic.
Okay.
Jack Frost. The mid-90s movie.
Yeah.
With the talking snowman.
Who played that?
I want to say it was Tim Allen.
No.
Tim Allen
it
was like
not.
Santa.
That's
And then
right.
Jack
Yeah.
Frost was. It wasn't Martin Short, but
I'm looking it up.
It was another.
We're going to have
squid.
Kayla look that up.
It
And the
doesn't
third
matter.
is the tiger from Frosted Flakes.
Oh,
So that's Tony from Frosted Flakes. They're great.
yeah, right.
Jack Dawson. Jack Frost.
Oh, Michael Keaton.
There it is.
Damn, that was Michael Keaton.
Yeah. In his dad prime.
Man, I really want to I definitely want to fuck all of them. I mean, it's like Tony would fuck like a horse. You know what I mean? Like that guy, the tiger, can like fuck the shit out of you. But honestly, I feel like I would have to fuck Jack Dawson because I like to fuck guys like that. So it's like I'd fuck like a real twink. And you can't marry him; he'd be a terrible husband. You knew that love wasn't going to last. So I'd probably fuck him. And then, sorry, who was the middle one?
That's Jack Frost, played by Michael Keaton, the snowman.
I feel like I'm gonna marry. I feel like I'm gonna marry Jack Frost and kill Tony. And I don't. The killing is always hard because I never really want to kill any of them. But I think I would kill Tony because first off, it's kind of funny to kill Tony the Tiger. It's just like if that's how he died, murder. Like if Tony the Tiger got gunned down, you know what I mean? So I'll take killing Tony, and then I think marrying Jack Frost because it's like God, could he just show you wonders? Yeah, like a date night with Jack Frost. You know what I mean? You're like it's snowing in L.A. and he's like anything for you.
I like how you're coming at these.
That is lovely.
I also like that in this scenario, Jack Frost is gay. Which maybe canonically that was implied. I mean, that Jack Frost is gay.
They never don't say it.
He's a single man.
Yeah,
he's a single spinster. You know what I mean?
Yeah. He's snowman.
Yeah. So that's going to be my decision. I'm just going to strangle Tony the Tiger.
Nice.
You don't want to fuck Tony the Tiger, and I'll tell you why. Because cats, they have barbed penises. And that's going to ruin your holes.
Yeah, that is true.
Yeah, they scream when they fuck.
Yeah.
I don't know if you've heard an alley cat late at night.
And he's like biting your shoulder.
Exactly.
And shit. I feel like Tony the Tiger actually would change a lot in bed. You'd be like, this is not the Tony I knew.
This is not the guy who was offering me cereal earlier.
And not to make a cheap joke, but the frost has come. You realize at the end. He just takes out regular cornflakes. You're like, what are you doing? He's like, I'm making you breakfast. And you're like, oh, goddamn.
I would like your flakes frosted.
You got sweet cum, dog. So you're not fucking Tony.
No, I'm not fucking him. But I want to kill Jack Dawson because I feel like he's so lame.
Wow.
He bores me. What am I going to do?
He's a poor guy. He's poor.
And?
That's a character trait.
I don't know if it is.
Back then it was.
Yes.
Back then, early 2000s.
It was enough.
He's poor. I'm rich. That was the love.
Wow. Star-crossed.
Yeah.
The lovers. It's totally unrelated. I was looking up random movies that for some reason people loved but are actually terrible. One of which, Runaway Bride. Do you remember that one?
Never seen that.
I didn't see it.
It's horrendous. It's the movie right after Pretty Woman. It's Richard Gere, Julia Roberts, and my memory, it was like, oh, she is a runaway bride. She's run away from like 30 weddings, and this misogynist reporter is sent to go do a report on her for the newspaper and falls in love with her. Turns out she'd only run away from 3 weddings. And they sent this guy from New York to be like, fucking women, right? Then they fall in love. It's trash. It's trash, and so is Titanic.
Now, they don't want me to say this. Let me preface it with
God
this.
damn it.
But,
goddamn.
Is she like running away from the actual wedding ceremonies, or was she like breaking off engagements?
No, running away from
3 is a lot of those.
Okay, you know what?
3 is a lot of having all your friends and family show up and you being like, peace, bitch, and running away.
Yeah,
that's a lot.
Besides crossing state lines to shit on a woman,
the
fact that you're running away from weddings is annoying.
Yes,
it's at least annoying. Yes, you know what I mean.
But newsworthy?
No, not at all.
No,
yeah, no, definitely not.
I mean, this was pre 9/11.
So
let's put that out there. Yeah. This is pre 9/11. The news cycles were not as destitute and terrifying as they are now.
It's like, you're getting mad at me for not wanting to get married. You're sticking gerbils up your ass. How about you get out of my fucking life?
Favorite urban legend in the world.
That's great.
That's great.
That like ruined him, right? Like, didn't that like really fuck up his career? I feel like
I guess.
Maybe, but I feel like we've seen so much worse. Maybe he's just not really doing it anymore. Maybe he's like, I have enough money.
Yeah.
And my face is falling in a way that can't be fixed with tape.
It's 100%. It's so crazy when like mass media didn't actually care about like actual crimes being committed in the entertainment industry. So the way you would get canceled back then was just like he puts a
weird
gerbil
stuff
up his ass. Like it was literally people just being like, he's weird. He's weird.
I mean, I think if we flash forward from the late 80s to now, and somebody was like, Miles Teller likes a gerbil in his ass, everyone would be like, so?
Good for him.
Yeah.
Leave him the fuck alone.
Right.
That's his. He bought that gerbil.
Yeah. The only problem is it's mean to the animal.
It is. Yeah, it's a little fucked up to
The
the
gerbil's dead. It's fine. That's another layer of fucked
Wait,
up.
what?
But
No,
if you think
the
about
whole
it,
reason it's up there is to, scratch
animal.
around.
To wiggle and.
I just always think of it being in a condom when I think
Oh,
of that
God.
situation.
Well, then it would suffocate.
Yeah, that's not
It's
how
gonna
that-
die anyway, though. I mean, you're putting it in your ass.
Is it gonna die?
I don't know. I mean, I guess it
don't
depends on
know.
the elasticity of someone's anus.
I don't know the physics of.
But I don't. Yeah, I think it
Gerbil
probably
play.
would die.
There's no air in there. It's
Well,
like breathing farts.
Look,
It's gonna get an infection.
It's coming out of there with pink eye
it's
if it comes
coming
out.
It's
one way or
animal
the other.
abuse for sure.
Oh,
Yeah,
for sure.
definitely.
and
For
it's like
sure,
the
animal
least
abuse.
chill kind of animal abuse.
Yeah. Unless you can somehow figure out a way that the gerbil enjoys being in your ass.
You can't.
I just don't think you can.
The only one that's like slightly plausible is like if you get fucked by a dog. It's like, well, that dog is making a decision.
Yeah.
It's still fucked up,
It's super fucked up.
but God might forgive you for that one.
Yeah.
Probably not.
I don't know about the gerbil.
I mean-
You don't think God? All right.
I don't think God would forgive you for that.
No.
He flooded a bunch of stuff for much less than somebody getting fucked by a dog.
Sure.
So funny to think of the Bible being completely true because it's like, why were you so mad for so long? And now nothing? Like, now you're fine?
Well,
Maybe the
maybe
pan-
we're just not publicizing. the
Yeah,
anger
maybe the
correctly.
pandemic, I guess, if it was like BC, people would be flipping shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. They'd be like, it's probably those Jews.
Yeah.
Probably got to get rid of them.
I mean,
Don't look at me. Look away. Get out
all
of
right,
here.
fine. I will.
Okay, ultimately, here's how it would go down, in my opinion, is I would kill Jack, Titanic Jack.
Yes.
I would probably marry Tony. He's bringing home the flakes.
You gotta fuck him, though.
I won't.
Okay.
I won't. His barbed penis will ruin me for all the other cats.
Then it's not consummated
I have
under
a
God.
problem with the barbed penis.
What?
Because Tony the Tiger is a mostly humanoid. He's got pecs.
I do feel like he
He's
would
got
have a.
pecs.
Yeah.
He's got biceps. He wears a bandana.
Oh, you think the
he
dick?
can verbalize that they're great.
Yeah.
So like, are we extending the cat physiology just on the penis?
I mean, look, he is mostly cat. Sure, he's bulked cat.
He is not mostly cat. He's mostly human.
I disagree.
I mean, if you think about like cognitive functioning, mostly human.
Mm.
Body wise, cat. But to be honest, it's like something about Tony does make it seem like he has like just like a thick, nice, uncut cock. Yeah. And that seems like part of why he's cool. You know what I mean? Like he doesn't have like barbed penis energy.
Yes.
Then again, I mean,
BPE is what they call that.
He's
Jesus.
mostly cat.
yeah.
But he's more like if a cat fucked The Rock, you know? It's
Yeah.
like
Oh
that's
my
how
God.
you get that.
That's exactly what he is.
Maybe he has like a chiller cat dick. Like
That
it's
is the
still
role
a cat
The Rock
dick.
should be playing. Is Tony the
Tony
Tiger?
the Tiger?
Yes.
I'd be pretty into that. It'd be so funny if they replaced Tony, but just with The Rock. And they didn't say anything, and he's like just saying they're great and everything. It's like it's just The Rock now. They're like, yeah, man, fuck that guy.
Yeah. Fuck Tony. And we took a gander at his cock and threw him out the door.
yeah, it was too barbed.
Okay, and then you would.
Or no, I'd fuck Jack Frost because those fucking duties are only like half the year because otherwise he's melted.
He's melted.
yeah.
Yeah.
He goes away in the summertime, and that's me time.
Oh, I didn't even think about that.
Yeah.
Well,
I'm gonna
then
be away from
if
my
you
husband.
married Jack Frost, then maybe you could have like an open thing where you're like, well, I would love to only be with you monogamously, but you're a puddle for half the year.
That seems cruel.
Fair.
I can just, promise to fuck him
Maybe
when it's
maybe
cold.
keep the puddle in the corner.
What,
Maybe
so he can
maybe the
cuck?
puddle watches a little bit.
Alrighty.
All right.
I don't think I'm into that, but
All right.
we would discuss it as a couple.
Fair.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's about communication.
But you're gonna marry the cat man.
Yeah.
Okay.
But you're also kind of thinking about dating Jack Frost.
I mean, a
It
little.
kind of seems like you're gonna like.
Maybe.
It seems like you might cheat on Tony with Jack.
Yeah, well, I'm scared of a barbed penis, and it's a lot to commit to.
Jack's cold as fuck, though.
Yeah, so cold.
But that's a thing, or at least something I read in Cosmo when I was 13. They're like, men put an ice cube in your mouth when you're going down on your lady. And to me, I'm like, that sounds fucking horrible.
It's also from a Spike Lee movie.
It is?
Yeah. I think it's from Do the Right Thing.
That's the right thing to do. I've had somebody give me a blowjob with an ice cube in their mouth, and it's not like crazy.
Yeah.
You know how like people talk about like sex stuff like that, and they act like it's some feeling you're not going to expect. It's like when that happened, I was like, yeah, this is what this would feel like.
Yeah.
I'm like slightly
This
cold,
is accurate.
ice cube melted,
Yeah.
on with our lives.
Cold, wet.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's not really a way to spice up a sex life.
No,
That's a lazy way.
It's
is
very
what it is.
entry level.
It's very like 16-year-old boy. Like
Yes.
people go, if you chew like gum before, it's like, what are you talking about?
16-year-old boys are like, oh, you know all this weird sex stuff we be doing. You guys be doing it. You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
And it's always like fucked up shit you would never do with somebody that you actually are attracted to.
Right.
It's always like, I would throw my beard hair on their face
Yeah.
after we fucked. Yeah.
I mean, in terms of disrespect, that would be pretty. If you shaved and
Yeah.
threw your beard hair on somebody after fucking,
Yeah.
I wasn't really in a group that like we didn't like lie about having sex, except our one friend did, because it was just such a 14-year-old lie where he was like, "Yeah, I had sex with this girl," and we were like, "Oh, like who is she? Did she go to our high school?" And he was like, "No." And immediately we were like, "Then you didn't have sex." And we're gonna go ahead and guarantee that you didn't. You know, when when a 16-year-old boy is like, "I had sex with somebody," and then they're just like, and you're like, "Who?" And they're like, "A person in the world." You're like, "You don't even drive. Like, what are you talking about? Where are you meeting people?"
At Malco Cinemas.
Yeah, we were at Kumon, the tutoring place.
Oh my god.
We hooked up at Kumon.
Yeah, we're both bad at math, so we got a lot to talk about. All right, Terminator Schwarzenegger, Twins Schwarzenegger, Governor Schwarzenegger.
I'm going to marry Governor Schwarzenegger.
Okay,
I'm going to marry him.
why? You like his policies?
Most solid. Most like real. I'm definitely not going to I'm going to kill Terminator Schwarzenegger for the good of humanity. That has nothing to do with my personal pleasure. Depending on which Terminator installment we're talking about.
We're talking about the first Terminator.
Okay, so he's the bad guy, and
Yeah.
he's trying to end humanity.
Are
Wait,
you
no.
fucking the Terminator, or are you fucking Arnold Schwarzenegger when he was playing the Terminator?
It's the Terminator.
Oh, that's different.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I don't fuck with that.
Yeah. And I guess I'm gonna fuck the twins Schwarzenegger because I haven't seen that movie.
Oh man, wow, what a choice.
Is he like a bad guy?
He's pregnant.
He's pregnant?
You got to watch this movie.
He's pregnant
Hold
in this
on.
movie? I thought it was just him and Danny DeVito being like, one of us is short and fat and the other one's tall and muscular.
J.K. Rowling would hate this movie. Like, absolutely hate that movie.
Okay.
So he's pregnant in the movie.
Isn't or am I thinking of the wrong movie? I don't think I'm thinking of the wrong movie.
I think you're thinking of Baby on Board,
Am I? Oh shit. I really fucked up.
which is another movie I haven't seen, and I'm so amazed I pulled that right out of my ass.
Oh, I'm thinking of
that's
Junior. Shit.
There you go.
Okay, I change it. Take
But
it
it's
back.
the same premise.
It's the same premise.
Is he pregnant in that movie?
He's pregnant in Junior. Yes.
Okay. Well, I haven't seen that movie, so I'm just going to kill him.
But what about the unborn life
Uh-oh.
that began at conception?
They don't
It's
want
okay.
us to
It's
say
a
this.
movie. You know, it's fine. I mean, listen, I know Terminator has his flaws. I am going to fuck him. Maybe just suck his dick. I don't know if that's cheating in this game. I don't know about fucking. I feel like he could maybe not be as gentle a partner
Of course not.
as you
No,
would
definitely
want.
not.
Does he come, though? He's a robot, right?
He bleeds.
So I would assume this.
That means they put cum in a robot.
Yeah, exactly.
That means a
That
scientist.
means a
said it.
robot put a cum in a robot.
Yeah.
One robot was like, we better make sure this robot can come.
This shit's got to come.
Yeah.
We got to have the Terminator shoot ropes. And then yeah, I'd marry Governor Schwarzenegger because I like nice dinners.
Yeah.
Was he a Republican?
He was.
He was.
All right, then we wouldn't have a lot to talk about.
Yeah.
But he was a Republican in the early 2000s, and I don't think he's a Republican really anymore. He's kind of disavowed the party.
It was a little different back then.
Yeah, it was
You know.
a little less.
Extremist.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, yeah, like pre-Reagan Republicans were not awesome, but they weren't like as bad as post-Reagan. But then if you got past that and were still a Republican, you're a little not cool. But if
Yeah.
you're still a Republican now, it's like, dog.
Yeah. Come on now.
But also the Democratic Party, they seem to all be bad now.
Yeah.
I never thought I'd be one of these guys that's like, all politicians are bad, but then it keeps not being fun. And if you want to play the game that's just kill, I think I might have to kill Joe Biden.
Wow.
I mean, he wasn't even an option in this one.
A lot of times
you just
I-
kind of just said that.
Sorry.
Really,
Sorry, I brought in my own game.
Yeah, the game has changed.
I've actually on podcasts several times said that I've wanted to kill an acting president, and then people are like, I don't think you can say that. And I'm like, God damn it.
They don't want you to say that.
They don't want you to say that. First, this is you have one up to yourself. You went from fish clubbing to
Yeah, really.
perhaps treason. I'm not
pulling
sure.
out all the stops.
New working title of the pod is "They don't want you to say this."
They don't want you to say this. That's actually a pretty good title.
It's not. We're not changing.
We should change it to that.
It's not happening.
They don't want you to say that. You should change the title of the podcast.
Okay, Mayor McCheese,
Yeah?
the Hamburglar,
Yeah?
or Grimace.
I feel like you pitch Grimace a lot.
I have a lot of weird hangups about Grimace.
I feel like kind of a similar answer to Arnold is like, I feel like being married to the mayor is kind of exciting.
Yeah.
And I feel like then my order would never be wrong. McDonald's, I'd be like, do you know who I'm with?
True.
This is my husband.
I would say, but in the
Do you know
in the
what
government of the McDonald's world where Mayor McCheese and Hamburglar exist,
Yeah.
I feel like Ronald McDonald is kind of like the Pope,
Ronald
where
McDonald.
Mayor McCheese actually doesn't have as much power. Like Mayor McCheese is scared of Ronald McDonald.
But I also feel like Ronald McDonald's power is like leveraged through like backdoor deals and stuff. So I feel like Ronald McDonald is sort of like a Roger Stone or like an
Yes.
Epstein type, you know what I
Yes.
mean? Where it's like he seems to have like this untouchable power, but he doesn't have any actual like voted upon position in the government.
Yes.
And if you notice, Ronald has effectively been taken out of McDonald's marketing,
Yeah.
along with Mayor and everybody else
Yes,
too.
all of them.
But that is just to say that, like, Mayor McCheese, he was a leading government official. With Ronald, it's like, where is this power coming from? Like, he's kind of somebody you'd make a documentary about like
Yeah.
who's this guy in politics that nobody talks about?
Right.
He's almost like a George Soros type,
Yes.
where it's like, what is going on?
Yes.
So I would marry the mayor. I would fuck the Hamburglar. Just because I feel like he's not afraid to be who he is in bed.
Yeah.
I feel like he's communicative,
Yeah.
and you could really have a good time.
It'd be like rubble.
And then I would kill Grimace because I think it's funny to kill Grimace, the same as it's funny to kill Tony the Tiger. Just
You
hearing
wouldn't
about.
feel bad killing Grimace, though?
He's so simple.
I think I have a hard time feeling bad because he's just not a person, which maybe is fucked up.
That is fucked up.
of me
is.
to say Grimace isn't a person.
Well, you were in those fish dungeons for maybe too long.
Yeah, and you and J.K. Rowling really do a lot of talking.
Not anymore. Me and JK used to talk about wizards, and then she was like, do you ever think about it? And I was like, I don't want to hear it. I really don't want to hear it.
Okay, so you'd kill Grimace, marry McCheese, fuck the Hamburglar. Kayla.
I have the exact same answer. I think that was spot on. I feel like Hamburglar is going to get off on the steal of the burger and really want to take you to Pound Town.
100%.
His
yeah.
smell must be so hot, too.
Oh, yeah.
I guess the mayor, too.
Yeah, everyone smells like
Fucking, they're just sweating
Fries.
McDonald's. And you're like, Pheromones are a big part of sex, so I think definitely if you smell like a burger, I'd be like, I'm fucking horny.
yeah.
Yeah. Mayor McCheese has a giant cheeseburger head, though.
That's true.
You guys kind of flew right over that.
I was
that
thinking
speed
about
bump.
it the whole time.
Okay, good.
I was thinking
Good,
about
good.
looking into his eyes, you know, and like kissing him.
Kissing his big
You want to
cheeseburger
bite
face.
him, but
Yeah,
you
that's
can't.
the thing.
But you kiss him. It would be fucked up if you like touched Mayor McCheese's head and it just felt like skin. Like, no, why does it look like this?
I don't like that.
What's your brain made
I
of?
don't
I
like
grew up
that.
next to a power plant.
It's a terrible story.
It's a terrible story, but I overcame all the odds and became mayor.
I know this is a silly question, but it is weird to think of Mayor McCheese eating McDonald's
Oh, shit.
because he's a
Yeah.
burger.
Yeah. But is he if his face feels like skin? Or is it just a deformity?
Maybe it's not a deformity. Maybe it's an intentional choice he made for his political career.
Like the
Plastic
woman who got her
surgery?
face like to look like a cat?
Yes.
Oh my god.
Because how do you gain control and power in a world that's based around McDonald's menu items? You become a McDonald's menu item, and then now you are Mayor McCheese.
He
So
might
much
be a
so-
corrupt politician.
Oh, for sure he is. For sure he
A
is.
lot of that campaign money is from Ronald.
Probably.
I hear the McCheeses have ties with the mafia.
Ooh, if he was like a 1970s New York mayor.
Yeah.
And he's like dealing with like the Scopoletti family. You know what I mean?
There's a pretty terrible video of him getting pissed on, and he just keeps saying, "I'm loving it," over and over and over, and over again.
Yeah, that was the damning evidence.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mayor McCheese was sending dick pics. He got Anthony Wienered, you know?
If your last name is Wiener and you're sending dick pics, you deserve everything that happens to you.
I know it wasn't that long ago, but I miss whatever kind of politics
It's
that was.
simpler times. It
Yeah.
seems like simpler times.
I think we were just ignoring a lot more stuff. So
Yeah.
so the wiener was more of a thing. I hope that guy's doing okay.
I hope so too. I hope he's not in politics, but I hope he's okay.
Because he was
Kayla?
just...
I've just been
Do you
over
support
here
Anthony Weiner?
trying not to like think of food puns. Like the
really hard not
the
to.
Scopolettis family. And,
Oh, there you go.
yeah.
Sending pickle pics. I should leave.
No, you should write these down.
Is he sending unsolicited dick pics? Because then it's a problem. But if he's just sending... That's sort of like one of those Tiger Woods situations where you look back on it and you're like, he was just cheating? Which is terrible.
Terrible.
Give it up for Tiger Woods. He's not playing as well anymore. But if you want to talk about people who have come back...
Yeah.
Swinging.
Hey.
Hey.
In all senses of the word.
Is he?
He's in an open relationship.
Oh,
yes.
fuck yeah.
Now
Get
his
it.
relationship's open?
I would hope.
What do you mean? You don't know? This is just
I'm not fucking him.
Our podcast is all about lies and conjecture.
Yes, 100, yes. I'm sorry, Tiger Woods, if you're not in an open relationship. If you're not, then you should look into it because it seems like something you might be into.
Really comes down to communication, Tiger.
Yeah.
He's a huge fan of improvised podcasts, too.
Is
So
he?
he might know about this.
I hope this really awakens something in him.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they asked him. They were like, what do you like? And he was like, golf and long form improv. That's pretty much it.
Would you do Gary Sinise, Gary Busey, or Gary the Snail from SpongeBob?
Oh. Sorry, I didn't know.
I would
was gonna
marry
react
Gary
that
the Snail because I feel like he's an easy living situation. And then I would
Yeah.
accept the slime. And then I would kill Gary Sinise. And I'd fuck Gary Busey.
Nice. Kayla?
Okay. That's actually kind of tough. I love Gary the Snail. He is a little bit of a prissy bitch, though. He can be a little bit needy. He likes a cookie in the pocket. That does seem like a pretty easy fix to keep him around. So, and I don't want to fuck him, so I'll marry him. And I will fuck Gary Sinise because he's got a unique face.
That's what it is, huh?
Yeah, it
That's
really is. Yeah, and
What I need nowadays.
yeah, and Gary Busey, I feel like I gotta kill him and just put him out of his misery. Is that a horrible thing to say? I feel
That
really
man
bad
is
about
not
it.
miserable.
He's not?
That man is happily out of his mind, I think. Yeah, 100%. That
And
guy
you said you were gonna fuck him?
Yeah. Because he has like wild energy.
Yeah.
And young Gary Busey was not too unattractive.
No, he wasn't.
He used to have a weird face. Now
teeth.
he's fucked up looking.
Yeah.
But
Huge teeth.
I like his energy.
He brings a good energy to the table.
Yeah.
But to the bedroom? I don't know.
I would
got it.
I think the most surprising thing is if Gary Busey was like a very gentle, sensitive lover.
I could see it.
You know what I mean? Because he's such like a batshit crazy man. Like he's like rah, 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 like all the time. And then he gets in the bedroom. He's like, "Let me lay you down."
Well, he's a feeling person, you can tell.
Yes,
So he might understand, trust and intimacy.
yes, I think so.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
Now I feel bad.
Well, don't.
All right, I won't.
He's already dead.
Is he
In
really?
your scenario.
Oh,
he's
in
already
my scenario. Okay.
I was like, oh,
very
no.
Don't worry about it, yeah.
Oh, they don't want me to say this about
No, he's
Gary
alive.
Busey being dead.
He's going to live forever.
Thank God.
Yeah.
Okay. Would you rather drive a bus for the rest of your life and be rich, or be a forgettable cast member on the Jersey Shore?
When you mean drive a bus, do you mean like I'm a bus driver
Yes.
as my job?
Yes,
City bus.
like
Oh.
a metro
Or just be a forgettable cast member?
on the Jersey Shore.
Oh, I would just, to me, that seems easy. I would just be the bus driver because it's like you have a job that can be pretty annoying, but you are financially stable. But then it is a weird trap because you can't leave, but you have all this money. My thing is, I think you go to work, you do your job, and then outside of that, you just fill your life with everything you love. You buy everything you want. I'm assuming we're very rich here. I'm assuming like Jeff Bezos rich.
Not that rich. I would say
Like I make-
5 million liquid, like 10 million invested in other businesses.
Okay, well that's still pretty much full financial
Yeah, like
freedom. I
you're
would call
pretty
it.
good.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I would do that then. I would buy everything I want, and then I would donate some shit to charity, and then hopefully I would be able to focus on my mind enough to actually enjoy possibly being a bus driver and being one of those guys with a job that people are like, doesn't that suck? And you're like, I get to meet new people all the time. But really, your job is like smells like shit, and then you turn around and you're like, oh, because someone's shit. You know. So like, I understand. What was the second option again?
Be a forgettable cast member on the Jersey Shore.
Yeah, that just doesn't seem fun at all.
But it is temporary.
Yeah.
You have to be a bus driver until you die.
Okay, well...
You don't get to retire.
American
Honestly,
reality television, they don't pay the cast members for being...
They don't.
Yeah.
But you can do conventions for the rest of your life.
I guess if I think about like my actual life, if I'm forgettable, then it's fine. Because if I wanted then still do stand-up, I'm not the Jersey Shore guy. Once in a while, somebody's like, were you on Jersey Shore? And like I did a show recently where the host of it was a guy from The Bachelor.
Oh, yikes.
And there
How's
were
he
people
doing?
there. I mean, he was in a short sleeve button up and short shorts that were both leopard print, and he had a neon fanny pack. He had quite a mane of hair. Or no, he wasn't The Bachelor. He was on The Bachelorette. He was one of the guys.
One of the contestants on The Bachelorette.
It was very funny, though, because there was a woman sitting alone and a guy sitting alone. He was like, you should go talk to her. He was like trying to like make them fuck. And I was like, man, it's like you're still on Bachelorette rules. I think that can sometimes be a hard thing to walk away from. But if you're forgettable, honestly, shit, now it's a toss-up. Yeah, I actually would be the forgettable cast member because I don't want to drive a bus till I die. I'd probably die sooner if I was driving a bus every day. I just feel like that takes a toll.
Yeah.
It does, yeah.
Late in the
closing your
game,
eyes on the
audible.
highway.
Yeah,
Nice.
going Jersey.
I'd probably drive the bus because it would give me more time for woodworking for my wife, Pamela Adlon.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
Where do
Yes.
you guys live? Also, where are you driving the bus? I'm thinking of LA bus. But if we're talking about like Des Moines or whatever, like it might not be the worst.
Pick a number 1 through 5.
4.
St. Louis.
What?
I just did 5 cities, 1 through 5.
Okay.
I'm surprised you thought of 5 cities that fast.
Yeah, me too.
That's improv, baby.
The list of cities was Los Angeles, New York, Atlanta, St. Louis, Detroit. So,
Wow, and I got St. Louis. That's out of all every other option is a pretty fucked bus
you
to
picked,
be on.
Yeah, you picked a good one.
Yeah, especially to be a bus driver in New York. What is that existence?
Oh, it sounds fucking horrible.
Pretty terrible.
I guess you would drive in one of the boroughs, though. Probably not. I'm thinking too much.
But also, that's what this is for.
Yeah,
I'm
going
You're
for
really
the deep
learning
dive.
about yourself here.
I'm really trying to think about what my life would be driving in Brooklyn.
Yeah, just driving in Brooklyn, but being hella financially secure.
I mean, if I'm allowed to write a biopic on my life that I could sell,
Yeah, you
call
can.
it, call
I
it
guess.
Wheels Turning
you can
in
do
Brooklyn.
anything on the 2 days that you're not driving a bus.
If I could sell a show.
You can, but you still gotta drive the bus.
I'm a bus driver, but I still have like big dreams.
Yeah,
Like,
basically. Well, that's the thing is maybe these dreams come true. Maybe your show gets sold. Maybe it gets produced. Maybe it's the next Breaking Bad.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter.
I still have to.
You still have to drive the bus. like you entered into this Faustian bargain where I've given you $15 million and effectively bought 5 days out of every 7 for the rest of your life where you have to drive a bus.
If I stop driving the bus,
You die
I just die.
immediately.
I was wondering if I could just
And your money goes to Republicans.
It's like Speed.
I was just wondering if I
never
could
seen
just. Damn, it is like Speed.
It's exactly like Speed.
I would not want to drive a bus for the rest of my life if it was the bus from Speed.
Yeah.
Or Speed 2. Either of them.
Isn't Speed 2 on a boat?
Is it? I don't know.
Is that what it is?
It can't be a bus again. It can't be Keanu Reeves getting on a bus a second time and being like, here we go again.
It's so fast.
There's no way. There's no way. It's got to be I think it's a boat or maybe it's a plane. Some other form of
Yeah, I think you
high-speed
are
travel.
right. Just like the Long Island Ferry.
Yeah, I think that might be exactly it.
Oh,
Yeah.
it totally is. Speed 2, cruise control.
There it is.
What kind of boat is it? A cruise?
It's like a carnival cruise.
Carnival cruise.
What's the issue with that? They're like, you have to go this speed. You're like, that's fine. We're in the ocean.
We're out of cocktail sauce. And if you don't make enough drinks with umbrellas in them, the boat will blow up.
They've stolen all the clubs for the mini golf course. Captain has fallen.
But you're going to drive the bus for the rest of your life
Yeah, absolutely.
because you don't want to be on the Jersey Shore.
No, I don't. I don't tan well.
Yeah.
I just, I can't imagine that those people would enjoy my presence.
I think that might be the fun of it if you just kind of own it.
Yeah, I do think, interestingly enough, if you neither of you guys adjusted your own personalities for the Jersey Shore, you're just yourselves on the Jersey Shore.
Yeah.
Which would make you, in my opinion, the least forgettable cast member.
Yeah,
of the
now that I
But
think
that's
of it.
not the promise.
Yeah,
I'm
that's
just
true.
dressed like I am now in a long sleeve button up drinking bourbon.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
drinking a nice bourbon.
Yeah.
And they're getting crazy. And
They're
I'm
like throwing champagne on each other, and you're like, I'm going to call it an early night, guys.
Yeah, I'm going to clubs
Exactly.
asking if they have PBR
Yeah.
and shit.
Yeah.
That's one of my favorite things now. Like sometimes you do shows at like mixologist kinds of bars, and then I like to like walk up to them because I just don't really want a cocktail very much. I like to just go up and be like, "What kind of beer do you have?" And then you can kind of see the light in their eyes. Kind of.
Yeah.
They're like, "I wanted to burn a cedar plank to make a cocktail," and you're like, "I'm sorry, man. I'm just not really
I
doing
just
it
want you to
tonight."
open a can for me.
Yeah, the farthest I'll go is an old fashioned, and for those guys, that's child's play. So.
Yeah. I used to like an old fashioned.
You want a drink that'll really kill the joy in their eyes. Ask for a whiskey Diet Coke.
Yeah, that's fucked up. And then not only that, but you go, give me a nice whiskey.
Yes, exactly.
Because then they'll be like, you're wasting it. And you're like, I know.
What's your best whiskey? Oh, that's the 45-year-old cask aged. That'd be great. Can you put that in with some root beer for me?
Yeah.
Like just like half root beer, half that.
Do you have mug?
How old's the mug that you have?
They even have like nice ass root beer, and you're like, I'll take mug. What? It's from the Pepsi company? Never heard of it?
Alrighty. Okay. I'm really torn. Would you want one that has to do more with actual human beings, or your body being that of not a human?
I would kind of like human beings.
Okay. Would you rather give Ted Cruz a rim job, or give Liz Cheney a few hours of your time volunteering, then out for a date night where you see a play, then out to coffee where you listen to her thoughts on the play?
Yeah.
I guess the implication is she's not enjoyable to be around.
The implication is, yeah, and also, who likes to hear someone talk about a play that you just saw? It doesn't matter who it is.
Yeah. But also it's like, Ted Cruz seems less enjoyable to be around, and I have to eat his ass.
Yeah, but who knows? That could go for maybe 30 seconds. You don't know.
Is he supposed to come from it?
Who can know? I don't know what he's into.
Because usually when it's like you have to suck a guy's dick, the implication is like till they come.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like,
What a trooper you are.
is he going to come from a rim job? You know what I mean? Like,
I mean, he might be.
or am I like licking his ass and stroking his
No,
cock?
it's just you're just
Is
doing the licking.
I mean, at that point, it's like I could get off on a technicality and just lick it once.
You could.
But also, all of that is just to get out of spending a night with Liz Cheney.
Yeah.
I think I would just do Liz. I haven't really seen a play.
Really?
I feel
Yeah.
like she goes to nice restaurants.
Yeah, it
I
would
just
be a
don't
nice
think
dinner.
she's worse than a man's asshole.
Okay,
I guess that's
good.
kind of the question. Like, is Liz Cheney worse than a man's asshole? And
It is a 3-hour-long play. It's in a black box theater.
it's not even like a nice play. It's not
I am
even.
producing it.
I am producing it.
Why are we going to like an independently produced play with Liz Cheney? I thought we were going to like the Pantages. or
No, we're
something.
not. We're not.
even on
It's a
Broadway.
very small. It's only run for a couple nights. Reviews are mixed. The cast very, very green.
Yeah.
So we're going to like the improv space in Westwood.
Pretty
Yes,
much,
pretty
yeah.
much.
Getting some in and out after.
Yes.
Is it a nice dinner or are we just getting?
No, you're just going for a late night decaf where you're talking about the play.
Did we have dinner before the play?
No, you did not.
So I'm hungry.
You're
too.
hungry as well, yeah.
So we're seeing like a black box play and then going to Norm's.
Yeah, pretty much. But no food.
Can I? I can't order food.
No,
Okay.
no. I mean, unless you're going to buy. Are you buying your own food? She doesn't want to
Are
buy
we
you
going
food.
to- are
She
we
already
going-
took you to the
Oh,
play.
we
wait, was
going
that
to
part of
Norm's?
it? She's not buying me any food?
I mean, you're just getting coffee.
Okay.
We're
Is she
getting-
buying the coffee?
Yeah, but it's like maybe a $6 cup of coffee
Why are we getting coffee after the play?
because
Decaf.
it's artsy.
Oh.
So she thinks that's what art's about.
Do I have to hang out with like her friends and they're also talking about the play, or is it just me and Liz?
It's you and Liz, but her friends were at the play and they were judging your reactions during the play.
Well, that's fine.
Oh, okay.
I've never liked her friends that much anyway, so I don't really care.
I don't like her friends, but I do want them to like me.
Yeah, but sometimes, you know,
know?
it's just fuck it. I mean, I'd probably just pay for my own meal because I'm going to be hungry. So probably just sort of get, one of the 2 egg specials.
That's rude. She's going to wonder why you didn't ask her. She took you to the play. You're not going to pay for her
Does she
meal?
want
now?
food?
I'll buy her some food if we're at Norm's. It's really no sweat off my back.
Oh, okay, well, that's very generous of you.
I mean-
she's not that hungry, and she thinks it's weird that you're going to order food when all you were supposed to do was have coffee.
Well, then she can leave.
Yeah, I feel like if you're friends,
At this point, me and Liz have enough of a rapport that she took me to a 3-hour-long black box theater. I'm living in a world where I have some sort of built-in relationship with Liz Cheney at this point. This is not a first date situation. We're not going to go out and go watch a 3-hour black box play for a first date.
It's like
a
second date. She knows that you're kind of into theater art, right? So
Okay.
this is what she picked, thinking that she was going to connect with you.
She needs to know what my deal is, which is if I'm hungry, I'm going to eat.
Wow.
yeah.
Sorry.
So you're going to take Liz
And
Cheney to the play.
Yeah,
Is what you're saying.
100%. Yeah, I'm not licking ass.
Even if it's for 2 seconds?
Even if it's for 2 seconds. Because then you're thinking about the fact that then for the rest of my life, I have to think about the fact that my tongue that I'm going to use in my mouth touched Ted Cruz's butthole for any amount of time.
Yeah, and that guy has a gross butthole.
He for sure has a gross butthole. He doesn't take care of the state he represents. There's no way he's taking care of his own asshole.
That's fair. And probably a good choice, because what I didn't say is when you lick it, he goes, ooh.
Well, maybe now I'm back in.
Now it's a little, I guess it's a little funny now.
Yeah, now it's kind of a funny story
The
for
way
me.
you say it.
Yeah, he's got like a fun little titter.
People will be like, "Oh my god, I heard you ate Ted Cruz's asshole." Be like, yeah, but let me tell you the noise he made.
But it's also like not even like just 2 seconds. Like you got to drive to his house.
Yeah,
True, you do. You have to drive there.
which is in Texas.
Yeah, it is.
So you'd have to get on a plane.
This is actually longer than the night with Liz.
Yeah,
Yeah. 3 hours in a play is way better than like both flights, and you got to pay for that, and then there could be a fucking delay, and then you get to Ted's house, and then maybe he even wants to talk a little before. Kind of like, can we just get to it, you know?
Yeah.
And then his wife is watching or whatever.
Yeah, she is. And she's not happy, but that's the only way he gets off.
That's crazy. To have like sort of like a cucking situation, but the other person's like,
I hate
I hate this. Yeah, exactly.
Why didn't you just go see that play?
but just grumpy about it. You know?
Yeah. I'm gonna go with Liz. And if I come off rude for eating the 2-egg special at Norm's, then so fucking be it. I really.
This question just seems like you just don't like Liz.
I don't like either of them. That's why I picked them.
Right.
Well, the other thing is I just had to listen. The only thing is I just had to listen to her thoughts about the play. I don't have to listen to her political platform at all.
Well, right.
Which, I don't know. Maybe I'll have shared opinions about the play.
Can I ask her about Dick?
I mean,
Is it her husband or her dad?
her husband.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I mean, you can, but I think she would think it was a little off topic.
I mean,
He wasn't invited to the play.
I mean, if you want to talk about businessmen, that guy's one of the most successful in the world. He started a war to make money. That's crazy.
I try that all the time.
He's one of the most calculated villains in history.
Yeah.
And he's truly not talked about enough.
No. He's got an Adam McKay movie, and that's it.
Which was pretty good.
It's a pretty good movie.
He's like a lot of like great artists lost in the 70s, where it's like nobody even like looked at his work.
Yeah.
To be like the CEO of a gas company and then start a war to get gas?
Genius.
Dog.
It is pretty.
People talk about Elon Musk. He doesn't have shit on Dick Cheney.
I mean, Elon Musk hits a different register because, he made a flamethrower.
And he looks like the Michelin Man.
And he looks like the Michelin, and he's very puffy. It's the flamethrower for me. He's a terrible dude who comes from Blood Diamond money for sure.
New villains are bad. Dick Cheney knew how to like hang in the background, make the vice presidency something it wasn't supposed to be, make a bunch of money, shoot a guy in the face.
Oh my God, I forgot about that.
And he got away with that.
Yeah.
And it's because he was just quiet enough,
And that guy apologized to him.
Yeah.
He did.
So dope.
Right. He's an evil, awful man, but I'm just saying he's good at what he does. Elon Musk is too out there. It's not a good idea. But Dick Cheneys need people like Elon Musk to distract.
Yeah.
Yes.
I would marry Dick Cheney.
Have you had a good time?
I've had a great time.
Well, that's good.
Tight.
That's
Yeah.
really all we wanted.
Oh, of course.
Well, I'm Dean.
I'm Kayla Rosenberg, and thank you for listening.
Thank you, Cooper.
Thank you for having me.
We're leaving now. That's the end.
Dun,